Hi and welcome back to Rad Riders. I'm Mike Lyon and today we're going to tackle the front suspension on the Honda CRF300L. I went with the YSS front shock sprung for 115 kilograms. I'm just touching 100. That would be pretty much ample for me with the kit that I wear as well. Mixed reviews on it. £60 from Whiz Performance. For £60, I thought, get it on there, try it and see how it goes. I've heard it's not the easiest of jobs to do, so but if you're an average to competent mechanic, it shouldn't be any issues. So let's see how it goes. Well, I've just completed the front suspension on the CRF300L. It's been an absolute pain, to be honest with you. I've read and seen a lot of videos and read comments on how difficult it is to get this spring out of the fork. But people's done it, you know, it is achievable, and I've seen people pick it out with a pick, very, very simple, and I've seen people spend a couple of hours. There's other people that use ratchet straps, and I use them all. So taking the front forks off was pretty straightforward, you know, and basic tools, average mechanic, slipping the fork out very, very easily. Once I'd got the fork out, I'd already loosened the top nut as it tells you to do, and see the pictures in the diagrams for that. And then when you open the tube, you're left with a little circlip that holds this bad boy in, and this is the old one that I took out, and the circlip just fits around there into a slot. I'll show you a picture in the diagram, but every time you push one side in, the other side expands out. Now I've seen some of these circlips where they're nearly touching in the middle, and when they're nearly touching in the middle, I would imagine if you push them from the back 180 degrees, which they say, it pops out easily, but mine had quite a big gap, and no matter what I did, I picked it. I had two picks on there, screwdrivers. I put the ratchet straps on there. I got the wife to put the pressure down on there, but I couldn't get this thing out. And I went back on the YouTube videos and I looked, and people's making it straightforward, and some people saying it was very difficult, but they did it. I lost all patience with it, and after 2 hours I went, had another look at it on the YouTube videos and got the tips from you guys, and I got up in the morning and I thought, I'm not going to do that again. I don't have the time, I don't have the patience to do it, and I'll probably spend another half a day and I'll throw it through the window and it'll never get done. I want to get out and ride my bike. So I took it down to my local mechanic and I said, here, can you do this for us? He's got the tools, he's got the vices, he's got the people, and he's got the experience. And I gave it to him and he said, yeah, leave it with me, Mike, and I'll give you a call when I've done it. Day later he rings me up, he said, are your forks ready for collection? I said, how was it? He said, it was a pig. He said there was two of us on it, we had it in clamps, we emptied all the oil out, we had to put it in sideways and push it against the wall. It was that clip, it was that circlip that was the problem. It wasn't, like I say, it wasn't touching close. It was quite a wide one, and he said it was really hard. He said there was two of us with four picks trying to get it out, but we got it out in the end. So my advice to you is, if you open it up and you want to go with it, have a go with it. I did, but it was beyond me, and it was beyond my patience, and I probably could have done it if I had persevered with it. But every time you're spending hours and picking at it, you're weakening it, and every time you bend it, you're weakening it. And then when you put that circlip back in, you've got a weak circlip, and that's the only thing holding your spring in. So I didn't think it was worth it anymore. So I give it to my local mechanic, and he did it for me, did it in a couple of hours. He changed the seal, he changed the oil, he put the spring in, cleaned it all up, 30 quid. Is it worth messing about for 30 quid? If you've got a good mechanic, take the fork off and give it to him and say, do that for us, mate, because I've got better things I can be doing than spending hours on this thing. Yeah, it's nice to do it, but don't forget you're going to probably weaken it as well. So it's on there, it's in there, I bolted it all back up together. I'm going to take it for a test ride now. I'm going to see how it feels, how different it is. I've had good and I've had not so good and I've had poor comments on this suspension setup, but for the price it's got to be an improvement. For 360 quid all in front and rear plus 30 quid for fitting, it's got to be worth a gamble. It's got to be better. So I'm going to get out on it, I'm going to try it, and I'm going to give you my thoughts. Already it's a bit taller, it's firmer, it ain't got that rockiness. And what I found is when you're setting off and stopping, it was a little bit like a rocking horse, and it's not like that. It feels solid and it feels planted. So I'm going to get it out on the road, I'm going to get it out on the trails, and I'll let you know how it goes. Thank you for being patient and sticking with me through the end of this video. I really appreciate that. If you like what you see and you want to see more of this, please subscribe to Rad Riders. I'm Mike Lyon. I'll catch you on the next one.